evening and welcome. We're going to start this evening off with our senior class president, Rusty the Fountain, leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before we begin, I'd just like to point out the 4 exits, 2 in the back and 2 in the front on each side. I would like to welcome you all. I know it's a time of excitement. Our graduates are excited. I know as parents, there's a lot of mixed feelings, excitement, sadness, joy. It's a wonderful evening for all of us, and I can't let the night go by without commenting that this is such a wonderful group of students that you have given us the privilege of working with here at Northeastern. They have very unique personalities, senses of humor. They've just been a joy to work with. And in particular, this class seemed to have some students that really got dealt a lot of tough situations. And the bottom line is, as I always tell parents, it doesn't matter how much the administration and teachers and parents want students to be successful and walk across the stage. Ultimately, we can support, but the final decision is the students. And we have a lot of amazing students that worked really hard this year, and they're walking across the stage, and I just want them to know I'm very proud of them for the choices they have made. And I would like to just point out on the way out, for the parents that are on this side of the room, the students will be exiting this way, so you will be able to also get pictures of them. I also ask that at the end of the ceremony, please wait for all the graduates to exit before you get up to leave. And they are going to be going outside and standing near the flagpole. They're going to wait for you all to get out there before they throw their caps in the air, so it'll make a wonderful picture for you, and then you can continue on with pictures out there. Also, I would just like to mention that tonight, the yearbook staff and Mrs. St. Pierre put together a wonderful slideshow. And Mr. Stone was gracious enough to spend all last evening and today getting it ready for us and to come in tonight to run it for us. And I'd also like to give a special thanks to Mrs. Lisa Menard, who made arrangements for everything that you see tonight, the flowers and all the scholarship inserts, and I think she did a wonderful job, so I would like to thank all of them. And I would now like to present to you and hope you enjoy our final look at the class of 2004.
Another turning point, fork stuck in the road. Time grabbed you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this dance and know it's wise. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hanging on a shelf and you'll have a good time. Tattoos and memories and their skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. There's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. You had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable. In the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. Don't let it stop, it's fast and it's right. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. It's unpredictable, in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind. Hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dancing on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, in the end is right. You had the time of your life. That's right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable. In the end, that's right. I hope you had the time of your life. Another turning point, fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and know that's why. It's not a question, but a lesson in time. Something unpredictable, in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Hanging on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and what it's worth, it was worth all the while.
At this time, I would like to introduce the salutatorian of the class of 2004, Mr. Sam Novacek.
Good evening. Thanks for coming, everyone, and joining us tonight to honor the graduates on the stage behind me. In recent weeks, I've talked to numerous classmates about this graduation night. In speaking with them, I received mixed feelings. Some people were depressed. They spoke about graduation as the end of an era. It is, in a way, the end of an important period in our lives, but it is also the beginning of our lives as mature adults. Lives which will be filled with love and loss, joy and hurt, sadness and ecstasy. Tonight, as we walk across the stage to receive our diplomas, we mark the close of high school. There won't be any more passes to get to class on time, no more bells to keep us on schedule, no more 20-minute periods to eat school lunches as fast as possible. Yes, the many joys of high school will be over. As I talked to other seniors, I heard the already clear sentiment among much of the class that many people are actually very excited for graduation and to see the end of high school. In fact, people have been counting down the days since about midterms. In the senior lounge, there was even a makeshift calendar entitled Days Left of School, which had been in use for months. Not everyone I talked to had all negative things to say about high school. Far from it. A lot, in fact, had many positive things to say about our school. Their great anticipation to the end of their stay at Northeastern was not because of the school itself, but because of the nature of high school. 4 years in high school, is a long time. 7 years in the same building is a long time. 13 years of school, starting in kindergarten and going up through the senior year, is even longer. We have all put in our time, and from Northeastern Clinton, we have all pulled out different things. High school is certainly what you make of it. It can be the most miserable 4 years of your life, or a time in which you can expand your social and academic lives. We get out of high school only what we put into it. For some people, high school was a relaxed time with little worries, during which they were able to coast. Other people put much more effort into studying in academia and gave themselves the opportunity to benefit further from school. Regardless of how much time each of my classmates devoted, each is leaving school with an altered persona from when they entered. My classmates and friends have changed and will continue to do so throughout their lives. When taking an overview of our class, I found that people are taking advantage of a wide range of approaches to life after high school. I have friends that plan to be businessmen and women, friends who will soon be studying the culinary arts. Some would like to be professors, others are going to college to study mortuary science. Still others are going to be artists, mechanics, computer engineers, and video game designers. I also have friends going into the armed services, others getting jobs, and some who really don't know what they want to do after school. As you can see, my classmates are utilizing the huge range of options offered post-graduation. Once you've seen this diversity, you can truly see and appreciate the success of our class. We've become responsible for ourselves and have taken control of our lives. Our friends, family, community, and Northeastern Clinton have all had influences on us that have helped craft us into the adults you see on stage. Senioritis took a firm grip this year. It's normal, it was bound to happen. A wave of apathy swept over the senior class right around the time of midterm, at about the same time when the Days Left of School calendar went into exercise. Teachers became disgusted with our lack of work ethic. The administration became annoyed with our constant state of wandering around the high school with little cares. And parents became worried. We knew the facts, though. We knew what we had to do. We knew that we had already finalized our plans for next year, and that there wasn't really much that could be done to alter that. The only thing left for us to do was graduate, and here we are. I'd like to thank all the teachers who have, over the years, had an important impact on my life. To my friends and classmates in the class of 2004, I would like to offer my congratulations. I would also like to thank this class for the friendships that I've made with so many of you. You've all helped to make these past years enjoyable. Thank you so much.
At this time, I'd like to present our senior wind ensemble. And it's now my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2004, Ms. Megan Bulleris.
Mr. Hebert, Ms. Crowley, school board members, parents, friends, and my fellow classmates. It has been said that everything you'll ever need to know, you learned in kindergarten. While I don't completely disagree with this, I do think that there is something to be said for a little further education. I know we are all quick to complain about high school, and I'll be the first to admit that I'm glad to be moving on. But something that we aren't so quick to do is admit that high school actually did serve a purpose. Aside from the classes, there are lessons about life all around us, and I know I, for one, have learned a lot. I've learned not to judge people on their outer appearance. They could be exactly like me on the inside. Even better, they could be completely different than me and teach me acceptance. I've learned to appreciate things. I once read that by stopping to appreciate at least one thing each day, you can become a better person. Whether it's the area we live in, the advice of a friend that's always there when you need it, or the people we see every day in the hall, there are many things that we look forward to and depend on, but take for granted. I've learned that a smile really can brighten someone's day. I've learned the value of family. We always make jokes about how our family gets together at least once each weekend, and usually more than that. But being that close and having that much support is something that I'm very grateful for. And I'll definitely miss all of the huge home-cooked meals next year. I've learned that food is one of the very best ways to get people together. I've learned the value of friendship. Walt Whitman said, "I no doubt deserved my enemies, but I don't believe I deserved my friends." Whether I deserved you or not, you were the best friends I could ask for, and you'll never know how much that means to me. You always find a way to make me laugh, and you are always there for me. Thank you for that. I've learned that a Super Bowl can provide endless entertainment on a boring day, that secrets that are meant to be kept secret will inevitably find their way around, especially in a small town, and that even the most hardcore gamblers, when their cards and dice have been taken away, will settle to gamble on a little game of sorry. I've learned about people in general, and I've learned about myself. Everyone sitting up here today has had some effect on me and who I am, and probably on many other people and who they are as well. This may be the last time we are all up here together as a class, and while I'm sure some names and faces will be forgotten over the years, I encourage you never to forget what you learned and who you are. Good luck in whatever you do. Finally, I've learned that while ignorance may be bliss, knowledge is more fulfilling. Congratulations to the class of 2004. We made it.
And in Megan's tradition, I guess we can always learn something, so I certainly will look at that sorry game in the senior lounge with a new light next year. And now I would ask our board president, Mr. Michael Ankoviak, and our school superintendent, Mr. Robert Hebert, to help present our graduates of 2004. And James would like to, he would like to thank his parents for disciplining me even when I thought it was wrong, and everyone that helped me survive my final year, especially one person, and you know who you are.
Ashley Elizabeth Abar, Regents Diploma, and Ashley will be attending SUNY Cortland in the fall.
Ashley says she would like to thank my mom and dad for teaching me the moral values that will guide me through the rest of my life. I would also like to say thank you to my friends, especially Kristen and Rusty, for making high school relatively bearable over the years.
Randy Carl Athey II. Randy will be entering the workforce.
Randy says he would like to thank his parents for helping him to get this far.
Dean Kevin Athey, Regents Diploma, and Dean will be entering Clinton Community College.
And Dean would like to thank his mom and dad and the rest of his family.
Ashley Elizabeth Aruda. Ashley will be entering Herkimer Community College.
And Ashley would like to thank her parents and family for all the love and support they gave her throughout high school.
Jeremy Michael Ashline. Jeremy will be entering the workforce.
Jeremy would like to thank his parents especially for all the support they have given him over the years. Also to all my friends for being there for me. Thanks so much.
Lori Ann Babby. Lori will be entering Clinton Community College in the fall.
Lori says, thanks Mom and Dad, Amy and friends for always being there for me and supporting me through everything.
Lindsay Aaron Bayshard, Regents Diploma, and Lindsay will be going to Champlain College in the fall.
Lindsay says, thank you to my parents for pushing me to do my best, Michelle for giving me her shoulder to lean on, and the rest of my classmates and teachers for making high school memorable.
Stephanie Ann Bayshard, Regents Diploma. Stephanie will be going to Plattsburgh State.
Stephanie says, I would like to thank my family, especially my parents, for all they have done for me throughout the years. Also, thanks to every teacher that has helped me get to where I am today.
Lynn Bennett. Danielle will be entering the workforce.
Danielle says, I would like to thank my parents and family for their support.
David Eugene Blankenship. David will be going to Plattsburgh State.
David would like to thank his parents for all of their support throughout school, and he would also like to thank his teachers for their help and guidance that ultimately led him to this day.
Christy Renee Boas. Christy will be going to Clinton Community.
Christy would like to thank her dad for his outstanding appetite and Sarah for all of the meals she has made for her. Without you, I would have never made it this far. I love you both very much. Thank you.
Nicole Lynn Boas. Nicole will be going to Plattsburgh State.
Nicole says, I would like to thank my dad and Sarah for helping and supporting me in everything I've accomplished this year. I would also like to thank Mrs. Marr for the support and encouragement she has given me throughout the year.
Jared Michael Morey. Jared will be going to Clinton Community College.
Jared would like to thank his friends and family for always being there for him and giving him support throughout the years, and hopefully support him as he goes through college as well. Thank you, everyone.
Megan Nicole Bulbus, Regents Diploma, and Megan will be attending McGill University in the fall.
Megan says she would like to thank her family for always supporting her and her friends for making high school a time to remember, and she says, happy birthday, Papa.
Corey John Bourgeois, Regents Diploma, and Corey will be going to Plattsburgh State.
Corey would like to thank his family for being so cool throughout the years.
Katie Louise Bouton. Katie will be going into the workforce.
And Katie says, thank you to my family for your support throughout the years.
Amanda Allison Briette, Regents Diploma. Amanda will be going to Plattsburgh State.
Amanda would like to thank her mother and father for supporting her even though I have changed my mind a million times. Also my best friends.
Amanda Lynn Brothers, Regents Diploma. Amanda will be entering Clinton Community in the fall.
Amanda would like to thank her mom and dad and her boyfriend Dave for always supporting her and helping her through this past year. Also, she would like to thank Mr. Bono for inspiring her.
Kathleen Grace Kehoe, Regents Diploma. Kathleen will be going to Pensacola Christian College in the fall.
Kathleen says, I would like to thank my parents and 2 brothers for their amazing love and support in everything I do. I would also like to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, for all that He has blessed me with. Without Him, nothing would be possible.
Adam Lauren Brunel. Adam will be attending Clinton Community in the fall.
Adam says, I would like to thank my mom and dad and the rest of my family and friends. I would also like to thank the boys.
Kyle Matthew Cartier, Regents Diploma. Kyle will be attending Clinton Community in the fall.
Kyle would like to thank his parents, grandparents, sister, and the rest of his family.
Caleb Robert Castine, Regents Diploma. Caleb will be attending Clinton Community in the fall.
Caleb says, I would like to thank my parents, brother and sister. I would also like to thank my grandparents, Carl and Carol.
Brian Edward Chambers, Regents Diploma. Brian will be entering the workforce.
And Brian would like to thank his parents for all of their help.
Christina Lila Beatrice Colby. Christina will be attending Clinton Community in the fall.
Christina says, I would like to thank my family for always supporting my decisions, my grandparents for spoiling me, the Sorrells for always giving me a place to hang out and putting me to work to occupy my time, and Matt and his family for accepting me and treating me like their own. Thanks everyone, and I love you.
Lacey Lynn Collins. Lacey will be going into the workforce.
Lacey says, I would like to thank my parents and all of my family for their support.
Kimberly Lynn Conley, Regents Diploma. Kimberly will be attending SUNY Potsdam in the fall.
Kim would like to thank her family for all of their support.
Lorette Susan Cross, Regents Diploma. Lorette will be attending Champlain College in the fall.
Lorette says, I would like to thank my parents for keeping me on track, my brothers Joe and Paul for teaching me to have fun, my brother Charles for fighting for our country, and Jason for keeping me focused.
Michelle Lee DeCoste. Michelle will be going into the workforce.
Michelle would like to thank my mom, my family, and my friends for always being there for me whenever I needed them.
Matthew Ryan Defiant. Matthew will be going to Clinton Community in the fall.
Matthew says, I would like to thank my parents and grandparents and everyone else that has helped me through my life in high school.
Jerry Michael Douglas, Regents Diploma. Jerry will be attending SUNY Potsdam in the fall.
Jerry says, I'd like to thank my parents and everyone who has helped me get this far.
Chantel Marie Dupy. Chantel will be attending SUNY Canton in the fall.
And Chantel says she would like to thank her parents for pushing her to be successful in life and never giving up, and her CV Tech instructor for giving me the confidence to not settle for less than the best.
Russell Leonard Dupy. Russell will be entering the Marines.
Russell would like to thank his family.
Ashley Lynn Dupree. Ashley will be going to Herkimer Community College.
Ashley would like to thank her friends, her family, Bob Dylan, Ashley, and Buckhead.
Adam Michael Cornelius Dutel. Regents Diploma. Adam will be attending the University of Buffalo in the fall.
Adam says he would like to thank his parents, Mr. McManus, Mr. Felicelli, and also George W. Bush for such a profound impact on his life. I would also like to thank my cousin Kyle, who recently passed away, for his mentorship and love.
Cassandra Louise Etier. Cassandra will be going to Ashworth College in the fall.
Cassandra says, I would like to thank my mom, sister, and stepdad. They have been there for me through the most trying times in my life. They know what I mean. I would also like to thank my dad. I know you were up there watching over me.
Nathan William Fulber. Nathan will be entering the workforce.
Nathan would like to thank all of his family and friends who have been there for him throughout his years, and especially my mom and dad for believing in me in whatever I choose to do.
Nicholas Adam Fletcher. Nicholas will be entering the workforce.
And Nick would like to thank his mom and dad.
Neil Arthur Fleury.
And Neil would like to thank himself for being responsible for standing here, and he would also like to thank his family.
Daniela Marie Fountain. Daniela will be entering Clinton Community in the fall.
Daniela would like to thank her parents for supporting her throughout her high school years. She would also like to thank Mr. Felicelli for everything he has done for her.
Carrie Lynn Guerin. Carrie will be attending Clinton Community in the fall.
Carrie says she'd like to thank my parents, especially my mom, who has always been there for me. Also, I would like to thank my friends.
Kaylee Elizabeth Guerin. Regents Diploma. Kaylee will be attending RIT in the fall.
Kaylee would like to thank her family, especially her mom, for always supporting and encouraging her, and her friends for being there when she needed them.
Brandon Michael Gaudette. Brandon will be attending Dutchess Community College in the fall.
Brandon says, I would like to thank my parents for always being there when I needed them, as well as for all of their support.
Michelle Ann Goudreau, Regents Diploma. Michelle will be attending SUNY New Paltz in the fall.
Michelle would like to thank her mom and dad for always believing in her, and her friends for being there for her and making high school fun.
Kristen Mary Glode, Regents Diploma. Kristen will be attending SUNY Hunter College in the fall.
Kristen would like to thank her parents, grandparents, and John for always encouraging her to be an individual with her own thoughts, ideas, and goals, no matter if it conflicted with their own. Also, she would like to thank her best friends, who she loves and will miss so much.
Neil Joseph Joseph Grant, Regents Diploma. Neil will be entering the workforce.
Neil would like to thank his mom, Ms. Crowley, you're very welcome, Mr. Felicelli, my doctor, and my girlfriend, Lauren.
Tyler James Gay, Regents Diploma. Tyler will be entering RIT in the fall.
Tyler would like to thank his mom, his wonderful brothers and sister, along with his grandmothers and grandpa.
Heather Robin Hawksby, Regents Diploma. Heather will be attending Plattsburgh State in the fall.
Heather says she would like to thank my mom and the rest of my family. Also, I want to thank my friends for making this year memorable.
Michelle Lee Hemingway. Michelle will be entering the workforce.
Michelle says, I would like to thank my mom and dad, my grandparents, and the rest of my family for pushing me to finish school and make it this far. So thank you so much for being there for me.
Kyle Robert Hicks. Kyle will be attending Clinton Community in the fall.
Kyle says he would like to thank his mom, dad, and sisters.
Daniel Stephen Hewlett, Regents Diploma.
Go Dan.
Daniel will be joining the Army.
Dan would like to thank his family and friends, especially my cousin John, for influencing my younger years to always look ahead.
Andrew Gregory Jarvis, Regents Diploma. Andrew will be joining the Marines.
Andrew would like to thank his parents and grandparents and also all of my friends who have made my time here fun.
Courtney Ann Jefferson, Regents Diploma. Courtney will be attending Clinton Community in the fall.
Courtney would like to thank her mom, dad, and grandma for supporting her throughout the years.
Allison Rose Jensen, Regents Diploma. Allison will be attending Johnson State in the fall.
Allison says, first, I would like to thank God for allowing me to reach this point in my life. Second, my family, mom, dad, Ian, and Martin. I love you all.
Anthony James Kirby. Anthony will be entering the workforce in the fall.
Anthony would like to thank his family.
Christian Michelle Kissel, Regents Diploma. Christian will be attending American International College in the fall.
Kristen would like to thank her immediate family.
Andrea Elizabeth Knapp, Regents Diploma. Andrea will be attending Clarkson University in the fall.
Andrea says, I would like to thank my mom and dad for always supporting me through all my endeavors. Christy for being more than my sister, but one of my best friends. I would also like to thank the rest of my family and friends and everyone else that has influenced my life to help me make me the person I am today, including Tammy, who has been like a second mom to me.
Melissa Lee Cobb, Regents Diploma. Melissa will be attending the University at Albany in the fall.
Melissa says, I would like to thank my family for always being there and encouraging me. All the great teachers at Northeastern for helping me develop my great study habits. Last but not least, all my friends for supporting me and my dreams.
Ralph John LaDuke Jr. Ralph will be joining the Navy.
Ralph says, I would like to thank my mom for encouraging me to go to school and to graduate. Also to all my teachers that helped me.
Brian Edward Lafette. Brian will be entering the workforce in the fall.
Brian would like to thank his mom and Adam for supporting him throughout high school.
Rusty Joseph LaFountain, Regents Diploma. Rusty will be attending Emerson College.
Rusty would like to thank his sister Tracy, my best friend and the inspiration for everything in me I am proud of. My mother, who has kept me alive and well dressed for 17 years.
Abby Jo Lambert, Regents Diploma. Abby will be attending the University at Albany.
Abby would like to thank her family for always being there for her and supporting her in all that she did. Also, my friends for making these past years so memorable.
Ellen Kathleen LaFleur, Regents Diploma. Ellen will be attending SUNY Canton in the fall.
Ellen says she would like to thank my entire family for always supporting me, especially to my parents for always encouraging me to do my best, and to my sisters that preceded me and shared their mistakes so I could succeed.
Amber Marie LaValle, Regents Diploma. Amber will be attending Clinton Community in the fall.
Amber would like to thank her family and friends for their help and support throughout the years.
Bradley Herman LaValle. Bradley will be entering the workforce.
Brad would like to thank his parents and friends. Without them, I would not have made it this far. Thank you.
Joshua Paul LaValle, Regents Diploma. Joshua will be entering Clinton Community in the fall.
Josh says, thank you, Mom and Dad, for all of your love and support, for doing your best at keeping me on the right track, and for encouraging me to be the best that I can be. Thanks also to the rest of my family and my friends, and especially my girlfriend Ashley, for her support and encouragement.
Eric J. LeBlanc. Eric will be attending New England Learning Institute in the fall.
Eric would like to thank his parents for everything and the teachers for all of their work.
Katrina Hope Lopez. Katrina will be going to Clinton Community in the fall.
Katrina would like to thank her mom, dad, and grandparents for being there for her when she needed you.
Stephen Michael McGee. Stephen will be going to Clinton Community in the fall.
Stephen would like to thank Amanda, Adam, Jarrett, Dean, Eddie, and Neil, my mom and dad and Uncle Matt, also Roy, Marilyn McGee, Robert, and Catherine Steele.
Brian Raymond Malley, Regents Diploma. Brian will be going to Plattsburgh State in the fall.
And Brian would like to thank his mom and dad.
Heather Marie Manor, Regents Diploma. Heather will be going to the North Country Community College in the fall.
Heather would like to thank her parents for teaching her to strive to reach her goals. Thank you for everything you've ever done for me. I appreciate it, even if I don't always show it. I love you guys.
Edward Leonard Martin. Edward will be going to Clinton Community in the fall.
Ed says, I would like to thank my dad for all the help he has given me, and a very big thank you to Mr. Stone.
Tamara Ann Martin. Tamara will be entering the workforce.
Tamara would like to thank her friends and family for supporting her throughout the years.
Kevin Frank Martineau. Kevin will be entering the workforce.
Kevin would like to thank his parents, friends, and girlfriend for helping him to finish high school.
Alan Michael Mayborn, Regents Diploma. Alan will be attending Plattsburgh State.
Alan would like to thank his parents, sister, brother, grandparents, and the rest of his family.
Ryan Michael McDonald. Ryan will continue with the CV Tech Law Enforcement Security Program.
And Ryan would like to thank everyone who has helped him get to where he is today.
Sarah Christina McDonald, Regents Diploma. Sarah will be attending Champlain College.
Sarah says, I would like to thank my parents for always encouraging me to do my best, and especially for my mom for all of her advice. Thanks to my friends and certain teachers for always being there.
Katie Lynn McDonough. Katie will be attending Clinton Community.
Katie would like to thank her parents and her grandparents.
Jennifer Nicole McElfresh. Jennifer will be entering the workforce.
Jennifer would like to thank her family and friends for all of the support they gave her throughout her high school years.
Andrew Mark Menard, Regents Diploma. Andrew will be entering the workforce.
Andrew says, I would like to thank my family for sticking with me throughout the years, and of course my friends for keeping it interesting. They know who they are. I couldn't have done it without them.
Ashley Marie Moore, Regents Diploma. Ashley will be attending Nazareth College.
Ashley would like to thank her dad, sister, grandparents, and uncles.
Melissa Marie Morgan, Regents Diploma. Melissa will be attending Plattsburgh State.
Melissa would like to thank her parents, family, and friends for always being there for her.
Eric Joseph Noble. Eric will be entering the workforce.
Eric would like to thank everyone close to him for believing in him.
Kimberly Ann Nard, Regents Diploma. Kimberly will be attending RIT.
Kim says, I would like to thank my mom, dad, Kelly, Michael, Jen, Rusty, Duffy, Abar, the Gladiator, and all the rest of my friends and family.
Samuel Elliott Navacha, Regents Diploma. Sam will be attending Brown University in the fall.
Sam would like to thank his family and friends for setting standards to live up to and for supporting him throughout the years.
Kevin Christopher O'Connor, Regents Diploma. Kevin will be attending St. Lawrence University.
Kevin would like to thank his parents and all of his friends. Good luck to everyone, and I will miss you.
Sarah Lee Wimet, Regents Diploma. Sarah will be attending Clinton Community in the fall.
Sarah would like to thank her family and friends, but mostly my mother, father, and sister for all of their continuous support and love throughout the years.
Shanti Inez Dolan Perro, Regents Diploma. Shanti will be attending Johnson State.
Shannon says thank you to my mom and sisters for always pushing me to do my best. Also, I would like to thank my dad for looking down on me and keeping me safe through all my high school years.
David John Perry. David will be entering the workforce.
David says thanks mom, dad, my brother, grandmother, and grandfather.
Anthony Scott Paquette, Regents Diploma. Anthony will be going to St. Michael's College.
Anthony says thank you to his parents and siblings for helping him through high school.
Melinda Lee Puglia. Melinda will be going to Plattsburgh State.
Melinda would like to thank her mom and dad for always being there for her and pushing her so hard. My sisters, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and friends for their support also.
Justin Wade Riel. Justin will be entering the workforce.
Justin would like to thank his family.
Dennis Francis Robert. Dennis will be entering Clinton Community.
Dennis would like to say thank you to my mother and father and also my sister Shannon, who through her own experiences helped me through the tough times.
Cassie Ray Roberts, Regents Diploma. Cassie will be attending Clinton Community.
Cassie says, I would like to thank my dad for being both parents and a great friend to me. I would also like to thank my grandparents and aunts for all their love and support. Also, Heather, Kathleen, and all my friends for loving me uncontrollably.
Andrew Paul Rosenberger. Andrew will be joining the Marines.
Andrew would like to thank his family.
Go Drew!
Nicole Lynn Samples, Regents Diploma. Nicole will be entering Clinton Community.
Nicole would like to thank her mom and her grandparents for always being there throughout the years.
Mary Rose Chedrick. Mary will be entering the workforce.
Mary would like to thank her mom, dad, Daniel, my sister-in-law Jen, and my nephew Timmy.
Megan Marie Sorrell. Megan will be attending Morrisville State College in the fall.
Megan would like to thank her parents and grandparents for always believing in her and helping her to always achieve her goals, no matter what they may be.
Joshua Oral Trombley. Joshua will be entering Clinton Community.
And Josh would like to thank his parents and friends.
Leah Angel Trombley. Leah will be entering Cobaskill in the fall.
Leah would like to thank her mother, father, family, and friends for helping her with the transition to this school.
Justin Michael Turner. Justin will be entering Clinton Community in the fall.
Justin would like to thank his mother, father, and grandparents for supporting him over the years and throughout high school.
Tracy Lynn Upton, Regents Diploma. Tracy will be entering the workforce.
Tracy says, I would like to thank my family and teachers for putting up with me and my best friends for making me smile that much more.
Sierra Lynn Venn. Sierra will be entering Clinton Community in the fall.
Sierra says that she'd like to thank her parents and friends for always being there for her throughout the years.
Robert Lewis Olson.
Robert says, I would like to thank my mom and dad, especially my mom, for kicking my rear end to get it back in line. And as my best friend Pat Rosenberger always likes to say, if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Sean Michael Wells. Sean will be entering the workforce.
Sean would like to thank his parents, friends, and teachers for supporting him through school and having confidence in him.
Kathleen Muldowney Woodward, Regents Diploma. Kathleen will be attending Hawaii Pacific University.
KK says she'd like to thank her mom, brother, grandparents, and her godmother, Mary, and Lily.
Peter Harry Yell. Peter will be attending Camp Community in the fall.
Peter says he would like to thank my mom for never giving up on me, the rest of my family for the support through the years, my childhood superhero, my dad. I would also like to thank Mrs. McCarthy. Without her, I would not be graduating.
I love you, Peter!
Samantha Robin Zins, Regents Diploma. Samantha will be attending Steuben Canton.
Samantha says, first off, my mom for my stunningly good looks. I would also like to thank the rest of my immediate family for all of their help and support during these last 12 years. Our class of 2004 will now stand so they can have the traditional tassel moving ceremony.